Game on, everybody! The grand final, the Agon League. So let's jump in here and see which team takes the victory, crowns themselves the champion, and walks away with the biggest chunk of the prize money. The Russian League with Tomb of the Spider Queen, our first map in the best of 5. The Octupuses against the Falcons. Okay, so Falcons actually did a pretty impressive job in the semi-final, crushing their opponent with a 2-0. As far as I know, the Octupuses were also looking pretty good there. So, yep, we're actually going to check that out. Now, in this case, with our first map, Tomb of the Spider Queen, we still... I'm pretty sure we're going to see Zul banned out. Seems like this is... I mean, this is one of the best Zul maps that you have, and Zul right now is insanely strong. Has actually made it in the semi-finals through a draft or two. But we're going to have a bit of a look at the draft first. I mean, there's a lot of heroes that you, of course, want to ban. Deathwing is another one that on a lot of maps is most likely going to be banned in the first ban phase, but both of them made it through occasionally. Ana gets also banned out after we see the initial ban against ETC, and with first pick and first ban on the side of the Falcons, I would expect the Zul pick to come in on the side of the blue team. It's probably the most likely one to happen there. So, let's go. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy this is the best of 5 in the first place, because this is promising to be a bit more of an exciting match here. We had pretty clear victories in the previous semifinals. Okay, the ban against Johanna, which means that Deathwing or Zul will be up 100%. Zul banned out, Deathwing therefore up. Potential first pick here for the Falcons, and there it is, the Falcons with the dragon. No, not that one! Why? Alrighty. So we have the chicken in the game again. At this point, I honestly just feel like they're doing that to troll me. I mean, he had the black one, and then he just goes straight in for the white tint, and that one's just a big fail. So, anyways, Greymane and Malfurion get immediately locked in on the blue team side. So with Greymane you have the Cursed Bullet against Deathwing. That's the first step. Leo most likely banned out. If not, then taken by the blue team. But Falcons could of course also claim him for themselves if they don't see Deathwing in that position. We've seen in North America sometimes Deathwing in a main tank role, and other regions have experimented with it a little bit too. Not really too much, but I've seen it occasionally. Now Rhaegar and Garrosh are both taken, so we have a little bit of an Orc focus right now with the next ban coming in. No damage dealers at this point for the Falcons. And they played with Kalthas quite a bit. They played with Kalthas on Infernal Shrines in particular. This is another good map for Kalthas if you really want to play him, so there is actually an opportunity to pick that if it's not banned, and the ban goes to Hanzo. So Kalthas is open. We've also, of course, seen quite a bit of Li Ming play. Yeah, Barnaby had some insane games earlier on Hanzo, and very aggressive games too. Jumping out more or less like in a frontline position, just like attacking the entire time. But he had some sick kills, so I guess that's one of the reasons why Hanzo gets banned. Now Melganis is also getting eliminated as a potential frontliner for the Octupuses. And what else? Now the big question, what we're gonna get here. Alrighty. Yeah, Pocahontas is in this too. I didn't know that Elizabeth plays Heroes of the Storm. You see? There you go. Never knew that. Alright, Leo's in, and the Octa picks Jaina. Okay, so that is the Leo pick, and I actually expected Leo to be banned out, as I said previously, simply because you have Deathwing on the other side, but instead, here's the Drain against Deathwing, plus the Bullet, so that's not too bad. It's actually a pretty solid setup to put pressure onto Deathwing himself. Kerrigan! Nice, I like that. And Kalthas, there we go. Kalthas gets picked, as I said, played previously, good map for him, so another solid pick here for the Falcons. And on the other hand, a last pick now for the Octupuses, for the blue team. And let's see what we're gonna get with that. They still need the main tank, they still need a frontliner. There's of course still a couple up. Could go into, I mean, you can even go Dibbles here if you want. Doesn't really, well, it synergizes a little bit, not too much, but they go for a Nubarak. So the Beetle is up. We have a Nubarak in play, and that's game number 1 of the best of 5 series, the grand final of the Agon League, ladies and gentlemen. With the Russian League heading into the grand final, we're going to jump into the first map, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's see which team takes the lead in this best of 5. Game number 1, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and on the left side, the blue team with Darong on Jaina, Lord Evening on Malfurion, Rentalk on Anubarak, we have Pocahontas on Leoric, and the Octa is playing Greymane. On the right side of the map, the Falcons with Antares on Garrosh, Milosh on Kalthas, we have Lightweight on Rega, Dirty Max on Deathwing, and Banabia is playing Kerrigan. Alrighty, so let's go. Who's gonna take it? The Draconic Might on level 1 for Deathwing. We have the Totem on level 1 for Rhaegar. Austin's Renewal for Leoric. Outside of that, nothing really insane happening. Kerrigan is of course gonna be a focus. Tons of CC. Kerrigan with a good combo, good follow-up of Kalthas. It's gonna be fantastic for them. And they have Deathwing on the side lanes. So now, with this already set up, we have on level 1 the Celestial Alignment. There's also the Fingers of Frost right there. And the blue team is starting their rotation between the lanes. Leo, of course, is going to be the one dealing with Deathwing at the bottom of the map. First drain is already in. Leo is really annoying for Deathwing to go up against. The drains are pretty reliable. Oh, that's a good setup. And that, wow, is a kill. Yes, the Living Bomb damage was enough. Kalthas already doing work. And oh my god, he's not the only one. Banabia nearly gets kill number 2. Jaina barely gets out of it. But lots of aggression here from the Falcons as they are swooping down again. Attempt to get another kill here. Leo even moving mid lane to help out a little bit. But here we go. That is a little bit nasty for the blue team. Now, generally speaking, it's a little bit weird actually to see this setup with the Nubarak here. I'm going to be totally honest, because it gives them CC, and they also have, of course, the Cocoon available to them. But normally when you see a Nubarak, what we see most of the time is really a setup that tries to dive a little bit more. What they are doing with this very likely is just trying to get a Nubarak engage going, and then moving in with Malfurion to lay down the lawn, root the target into the ground, and allow Jaina to burst it down. So that's probably going to be the setup for them. It also forces Jaina a little bit farther to the front, so that's a bit of a problem. Talking about problems, Leo needs to be careful. He's really having a problem down here. Barnaby was trying to jump in to take him down, but Dirty Max is currently starting to win the lane over here. Okay, up towards the mid lane. That's where Ren Talker is still fighting it out with Kerrigan. Not really a big battle or anything, but camps are taken for both teams. And the red team can take theirs a bit later, which they just now did, and therefore hope that the towers are going to help them out with all of this. So yep, camps come through, and that should just be in range. Yep, towers are starting to shoot away. That's going to be an easy defense against this one, no problem whatsoever. That camp is no value for the blue team, like pretty much none. So level 4 talents give us, amongst other things now, Indomitable. We have also Infernus up to the top. Kerrigan and the combo against Jaina. Anubarak could go for the stun. There's a flip and she survives again. Barely. There's a huge focus on Jaina now in these fights. And this is the second time that she nearly died, but she made it. Still in the middle. Rotations are still ongoing. We have gems obviously collected at this point. One after another. Greymane. Greymane. That could be a kill. Oh, and it is. Nicely done. First one, good kill against Kerrigan. Barnabeer goes down. Gems have all been collected by the Falcons, so at least they got that. Kerrigan down is, of course, a bit of a setback, but nice for the blue team. There was initially a lot of pressure against them, but they did well here. Okay, over here, Deathwing still doing his thing. And Leo moves out. Yeah, so far so good for them. But the drain is in again, and I don't really think that Deathwing can turn in. Leo and Deathwing are more or less negating each other's presence at the bottom of the map. I don't really think we're going to see anything insane there unless someone starts rotating over. And Kerrigan has already shown previously that she really is totally willing to jump down to the bottom of the map and maybe set something up here. We see it again. There's the stun. He's going to get out, but that's going to be some free damage. Deathwing is now also coming in with another stun setup attempt. Where's the rest of the team? Barnabeer went in too deep and gets now also stunned by Anubarak, which leads promptly to his second death. Deathwing flew in. Gems are at least recovered, so they don't have a problem there. But that's now 2 kills against 1. They're trying to get a bit more, but they can't. This is now a turn-in opportunity for both teams, as both of them run enough gems to make that happen right there. Okay, so at this point, turn in. 26 gems have been delivered. Jaina the one to turn in, and an Uberak. 30 max is 28 gems, so he needs to be careful here. Turns around, tries to get the stun through. Garrosh moving straight up to the top, trying to make his play right here. And off we go, down to the bottom of the map. The fight continues, and another kill against Kerrigan. Damn, Barnabeer is absolutely getting murdered in this game now. That's 3 kills against him already. And that is starting to become a big problem. Yeah, with them, the blue web weavers are now coming in, and Kerrigan dying 3 times this early is not really a good sign. I mean, of course, a good combo could always turn this around. We've seen so many comebacks in this entire tournament. It's definitely possible, but it's a bit concerning. So now the web weavers are making it in. And let's go. Mid lane. Kerrigan. Oh, come on. The big combo. Okay, I'll take everything back. I mean, let's be honest. He was incredibly aggressive there, but they just got 3 kills out of it. They're denying a few gems, trying to go for... Ooh, don't die. Oh, what a save. They tried to get the kill against Jaina, but this is the one that they can't get. But yeah, the web weavers in the mid lane have been defended. Up at the top, they're jumping in too. Barnabeer hyper aggressive, and it looked like he would die for a 4th time. But instead, we actually see 3 heroes fall on the other side, and that leads to an advantage in experience for the Falcons. Down here, you need to be very careful. Level 10 abilities are in. Leo has already pushed through those walls, but now we have 93 gems against 29, and the opportunity to turn in for the red team. Abilities, as you would expect, no big surprises here. Have Phoenix in play. Standard talent, of course, for Khaldor. And on the other hand, also the Ultralisk. Okay, so level 10 is going to be ready for the 2 of them. There's a quest completed for Khaldor. It's great for him. More survivability. Twilight Dream, Cocoon, Ring of Frost. And Leo, I mean, please, Entomb, thank God. We saw one series previously where we had the March of the Black King again, and yeah, I've never really seen it do a lot of work. Entomb is just too good. And yeah, especially if you get buried alive, obviously. Level 20 is just insane. The bullet, of course, against Deathwing. That doesn't surprise. They're trying to turn in here. Okay, good damage. Indomitable is immediately being used. There's the setup again. Antares needs to be very careful here. But Kerrigan is jumping as well, dropping the ult. Ah, the ring doesn't do anything. The cocoon was out against the target already. Deathwing is jumping in too, and the blue team is actually taking a bit of a beating at this point. Antares is trying to turn in again. Seems like this time he's going to be successful. And Malfurion actually falls. Now, oh, and an Uberak too. Yeah, both of them dead, and the red web weavers are gonna come down soon, TM. With the Siege Giants now also pushing the bot lane, that's gonna hurt. Siege Giants already in. Leo can't defend against this. 3 heroes are already pushing. Kerrigan is trying to deal with the camp in the middle of the map as the web weavers are coming down. But this is where most of the damage is going to occur. There's no doubt about this. Jaina is likely going to rotate quickly, and I think Greymane, yes, he's rotating into, and they need to. You have Siege Giants and you have the web weavers against you. You need to deal with that as quickly as you can. Kerrigan and Deathwing are trying to deal with the top. There's a nice setup against Antares. He has 30 gems, but they kill Leo instead. Leo down. This is where most of the gems are at this point. And Deathwing is still pushing the top. Deathwing at the top. Down here they're going in with another combo attempt. Barnabeer wants Greymane. Octa is trying to rush away here. So far no combo. There's the flip. Ooh, Garrosh, dude, you have 30 gems. You can't die. And he does. But Deathwing comes in too, and they take Greymane. Rhaegar is dead as well, though. Anubarak about to die. He goes down too. It's a slaughter, guys. It's an absolute slaughter. 39 gems. 39 gems. Kerrigan is dead. And they're all grabbed by Deathwing. What a fight. What a game. Oh my god, he has 22. And he goes down. Leo, they want to stop him. They want to stop him from recovering them. He at least gets a few, but some were lost. Web Weavers have now taken the top and the mid forward. All in all, big win for the red team. I mean, an insane game so far. 16 kills, 9 minutes in, 47 gems. But as all is said and done, we are looking at 3 destroyed forts, and we are looking at all of the gems still in the hands of the Falcons, whereas the blue team has lost a few. What a setup. And now they can, of course, turn in for the next Web Weaver wave, and they do. 47 gems have already been delivered. Over here, the fight continues. Great Entomb. Fantastic Entomb. Leo is down, though. Leo is down. He had a lot of gems. They need to recover them. And they recovered most of them already. But Jaina is in trouble if she gets attacked by Kerrigan again. Not so far. There's another turn in. Milosh wants to get rid of his own gems. And he's going to get that. That's another Web Weaver wave, of course. But, oh my god. Russian aggression right there. Red team. The Falcons. Swooping down from the win. For the win. Okay, one wall about to be destroyed. Yeah, they're trying to go for another kill here. This is actually a lot of momentum now. Considering that they got pretty much murdered in the mid-game. At least for a time. That's not too bad. Stuns come through, okay. Molten Flame, 13 tons already for both teams. Damage output, 28,000 for Kerrigan, 27,000 for Khaldor. It's a little bit higher there. And here's the Web Weavers. Off we go. Everybody is at the choke point. Ooh, that's a quick kill. The Ring of Frost doesn't do anything. Connects with Khaldor, but he just shrugs it off. He's a pretty hot boy anyways. That little bit of frosty delivery does not do anything against him. And Jaina, oh, that's a kill, guys. That's 35 gems. No, she ice blocks it. She ice blocked it, and she still falls. Can they get the gems? Nuburak is zoned out. This looks like a disaster right now. Total disaster area for the Octupuses. The Octupuses, they turn into Octupuses at this point. Everybody's just running away here. Nobody is staying anymore. The keep is falling in the middle. And as the blue team is rushing away, this is starting to become highly problematic. The top lane is also getting pushed. That's potentially another keep falling. Deathwing is already crushing in. 13 kills against 6. Damn! This is a double keep. And it could be another kill. And Nuburak, the Beetle. Oh my god, he gets away. Well done. 16 talents. Ancestral had to be dropped. But they destroyed 2 keeps. That's all that they needed to do here. Yeah, and Leo is dead as well. 46 gems against 36, despite the fact that one team had 2 turn-ins. They're trying to chase, though. They're trying to chase, and unfortunately the Cocoon gets burned down by the Molten Core. Yeah, nice ring connect, but no follow-up. And now they can just easily fall back from this position. And they could go boss. They could go boss right now. And they also have pretty much... I mean, they don't have enough gems yet for another turn-in, but they're so close. They're super close at this point. So, here we go. Alrighty, so bot lane has been attacked now too. 6 against 14. Damage output, let's have a quick look. 37,000, 35,000, 34,000. That's quite a bit. Jaina has currently 35k. So off we go. Same time now. Over here, Milosh and Lightweight have taken their camp too, so both of the teams go for the camp. The problem is that the red team has also taken the siege giants down at the bottom of the map. Dirty Max, Molten Flame. Nope, actually goes for the stun first. And here we go. The barbecue time. Chrysalis, Kerrigan, Barnabeer again. Oh, ho, ho, the counter kills. Oh my god, that's all their gems. Leo is trying to get them. He could actually die now too. It's a disaster. What a slaughter right now. Yeah, Kerrigan, she was the pawn all along. It's a trap. Oh my god. Yeah, now they can turn in for the next Web Weaver wave. And considering that all of the keeps are already gone, that's going to be a push straight up for the core then. They're even trying to go for the boss apparently. Turn in. Yes. 57. They turn everything in and they go for the boss. This is going to be the death blow. If they can actually get both, then it's going to be a death blow. Pretty much for sure. I mean, this is game number 1 of the best of 5, but the Falcons, they're just absolutely outplaying them now. Early game was really different. I mean, with Kerrigan dying 4 times in the earlier stages, the blue team was in a solid position, had a good lead there actually. But now we have Web Weavers and boss taken, and that turn in, honestly, that fight at the first Web Weaver wave for the Falcons at the bottom of the map changed everything. That was just insanity. We had so many kills coming through on both sides, but way more for the Falcons, and they just took gems and gems and gems away from the blue team and were able then to get into a fantastic position here. Now there's the fight. What a fantastic throw. Holy shit, Garrosh right into the Molten Flame. Double kill, and now they're just cleaning house. Look at Jaina. She doesn't stand a chance. You can ice block that all day long, baby. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. She's dead, and well, that is game. Game number 1. successfully claimed by the Falcons. A big lead now for them. They take the first map in this best of 5 at the grand final of the Agon League. Nicely done. GG and very, very well played from the Falcons here in the first game of this best of 5 series. Alright, Infernal Shrines, map number 2, everybody. Here for the second time, actually. They dropped, one of the players dropped mid-draft, so they have to redraft. So, what we're actually going to see here are bans on Deathwing and on Zul this time. This is a pretty good map for both of them, and it's also a map where I personally expect that Khaldor could play a role too. Now, what was apparently a little bit more important for the blue team was to ban out Khaldor. That's what they started things off with, because after the last map, I mean, Banabir died a lot, but he also set up a lot of kills. Then again, what he's going to pick now is he's going to go into his Hanzo as a first choice when he has the chance. There's obviously on this map a couple of heroes that really excel. You want to get rid of Deathwing, you want to get rid of Zul. Both of them are really strong in the meta now. They're really good on the map. Then when we're talking about a hero like Johanna, she gets huge priority because of the wave clear for a lot of teams. That's why the blue team picked her first. And then you look over to the red team, and one of the first things that you actually see is again that Hanzo that we've already witnessed multiple times in previous games by the Falcons. That setup, on the other hand, is new. So we actually get Auriel plus Vala, and I'm pretty happy that we finally get to see Vala here, because so far most of the teams have just flat out ignored her, and she is insane on this map. Multi-shot build is just so great over here. I want to see what the third ban is, though, for the blue team, because I honestly expected that they would ban out Khaldor, since the Falcons have now shown Khaldor multiple times, and this is one of the maps where they played him. And it's honestly one of his maps. It's one of the maps where he's good. So if you play him, then you play him here. Tassadar ban is a bit weird. Even with the double support Vala setups lately, we have not seen any kind of Tassadar setups with this. I would say that with the wave clear, he gets maybe a bit more out of this. But generally speaking, Tassadar is not really a priority pick because he's just so squishy. I mean, even with the tools that he has to keep himself alive, you don't really see Tassadar setups anymore. But in this case, they still felt that they need to ban him out here, so fair enough. Garrosh ban, and now my question is, will Khaldor be that hero that I expect to come in as the second damage dealer for the Falcons? I would say that's more or less a given. Other heroes that are out there, they could go into Gul'dan, just to give an example. Jaina, also up. Depends a bit on the front line, I suppose. There's Diablo, there's Chen. Okay. That's not too bad either. And what do we get now? They keep their last slot open for the damage, which always makes me a bit curious. If you keep the damage open for the last and final slot and you pick the tank even though your opponent already has one, it's always like, okay, do they throw a little bit of a curveball? Is something coming that we didn't expect? Or is that just simply how they plan the draft out? Want to react if something crazy comes on. Alright, Sonya and Junkrat on the other side. Ah, that's Sonya's setup that we've seen previously, and off we go. What do we get? Falcons, right now, last pick. Khaldor, or do they deviate away from what they played previously? And they're actually delaying this quite a bit. Apparently, like, thinking this through. What else? I mean, again, if you want to mage, Jaina, wave clear is pretty fantastic. It's Khaldor again, so proven right here. Infernal Shrines, map number 2. Let's jump in. Second map in the best of 5 grand final. Game number 2, Infernal Shrines the map, and on the left side, Ren Talker on Johanna, Derong on Sonya, we have the Octa on Junkrat, and Lord Evening on Vala with Pocahontas on Auriel. Okay, Antares on Diablo for the Falcons, Lightweight on Malfurion, Dirty Max on Chen, Banabir on Hanzo, and Milosh on Khaldor once again. So, let's have a bit of a look if they can make this another victory and take the 2-0 lead in this best of 5, or if you're actually going to see the blue team fight back. I mean, initially on the first map they looked pretty strong, but I gotta say that I kind of like that draft over here too. You have a lot of good setups again, and especially what we are seeing in terms of CC is something that I kind of like. And Antares has shown already some insane Diablo play on Towers of Doom earlier, already trying to follow up with it and nearly getting the kill against Auriel. Oh, nearly? Wow, the panda down, but that should have been a kill. Honestly, that was kind of crazy. Ooh, Milos, and he is dead, but he at least kills. Okay, it's a 2-for-2 trade. A 2-for-2 trade right now, but holy hell. Honestly, Oriel got the cooldown on her heal back half a second before the living bomb exploded on her, or this would have probably been like a 2-for-1 or something. But anyways, 2 kills against 2. Good start into game number 2 of this series. The grand final here. And this is going to be kind of funny, or at least it should be. Especially with the Panda in play now. We see bot lane, it's where the camps are slowly taken, but interestingly enough, it's only the red team that goes for their own camp. There's a bit of a move against Hanzo, and he gets taken down here. Banabir again. I mean, he has some insane moves, and he makes a lot of kills happen, but he's also playing pretty far out there, and YOLOs quite a lot, so that's the downside of it, I suppose. Now that we're looking at the slight lead for the blue team, first shrine, of course, hasn't spawned yet, but it's already noteworthy that the first shrine is going to activate at the bottom of the map, and that the top left and top right camp, therefore, will get a lot of value. Yeah, stun set up against Oriel. Tons of damage against her. She needs to fall back quickly. And Antares on Diablo is honestly a problem. I mean, this is only early in the game. He doesn't even have his level 4 talent yet, but can you imagine that guy with level 16? He's going to try and go for those one-shot moves 6 days to Sunday later on. So kind of curious to see what's going to happen with that. But, yep. Off we go, and there we have it. A little bit of damage as both of them are starting to just jump around the camp at the bottom. One of them has already been taken down. Talking about takedowns, Barnaby is jumping out. Vala is in trouble, gets away. And Oriel nearly gets wrecked. But yeah, heavy aggression now, as the Panda is rotating between lanes quickly to secure the experience for them. The rest of the red team has now moved down to the bottom to secure themselves another camp, and we'll likely get this one. Again, there's a couple of heroes that had to fall back for just a moment, so that's more than enough time for the Falcons to secure this. That's a slight lead in experience now, of course. This is a bit of a different situation, though. This camp is getting claimed, and top right, there's no play for it. So that is going to make this slightly awkward. They have the earlier position on the shrine, which might lead to a quick lead here. But that might become a bit of a problem now. Because if that fight is drawn out, the top camp is going to get big value and will destroy the wall at the top fort. But they already have 16 stacks, so they're actually getting ahead very, very quickly. And if they can continue that, they will secure it just in time for Chen to rotate back up. But now that the fight is actually happening, ooh, Sonya. Insta trouble. Not only her, oh, Barnaby again. Just barely making it out, but he got away. All that he needs to do here. Gets booped away. Yes, as Junkrat makes his play. Chen, low, but he survives. And they're still fighting for this one. 23 stacks against 12. Top camp, as I said, is now starting to get value. That's why you should take your camp always. And yeah, that's a problem. The Falcons are losing ground up at the top. Okay. Down here, red team is starting to win the fight though, so that's at least something, but they kind of need to, or they're going to lose on all fronts. Jumping in with a potential kill against, yeah, Junkrat down. And he's not going to be the only one, is he? They're trying to make the play for Johanna, and they get her too. Johanna and Junkrat are both down. The red team, they get the Punisher, they want the kill against Oriel, and they should be able to grab it. Oh. The whip! The whip! Oh, and Milos again with a great setup and the kill against Oriel. 3 kills during this fight. They're looking for more. Oh, the Punisher's looking for more. Oh, John Cena takes her down. Bam! Slams her on the ground. Quick kill against Vala. The team wasn't able to take her, but the Punisher sure does. And now they are trying to get even more. Barnaby drops him low, slowly gets healed by Malfurion. Big fight at the bottom of the map. 8 versus 7. Chen has defended the top fort. But if you actually compare the two lanes, it's not quite the same damage, but it's actually pretty similar. The fountain is still there. Fort has taken damage. But here we go. What a fight again. Seriously, game 1 had some insane fights. Game 2, not very different. Level 7 talents on both sides now. But yeah, this is getting kinda nuts. Okay. Yeah, everybody is fighting down here. Sonya, in the meantime, is practicing social distancing at the top lane. That's a gathering of 9 people. She would make it 10. And yeah, that's just a little bit too much. So yeah. Sonya with the social distancing at the top side, trying to get the fort destroyed. Down here, on the other hand, the party rages on, and nearly another kill against Oriel. The Panda slowed down and jumps out, but holy shit, what a fight. I mean, the entire time, it's just kind of nuts. They finally get the kill against Vala. They really fought hard for it. Now we have Hanzo eliminated, and they look for more. The ults are in. Full brawl, full fiesta, and it's still a 5 versus 4. They try to go for Jojo, and here's the setup. Dibbles trying to make the play. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. Taken down, and now I think this is going to be the end of the fort. There is still experience that have been gathered by the blue team. I mean, Sonya's job was pretty much just to try and get them to level 10, which they couldn't quite make happen. But off we go. Everybody jumping straight into the middle again. Hanzo still has his arrow, by the way, so that's up. All day, every day. We have 2 kills per minute right now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I honestly thought that all the brawl maps only had a single lane, but apparently I'm mistaken. They seem to have moved Infernal Shrines into brawls. That's at least what it looks like right now. But yeah, it's pretty bonkers. Okay, so level 10 abilities are in on the other side too. Get wrecked! Junkrat eats the arrow, and then Hanzo comes in, and these are the plays that Barnaby just delivers. Arrow straight to the face, and then the follow-up, and he solo kills Junkrat right there. Insanity. Yeah, this is exactly why we are absolutely okay if he dies once or twice, because these games are just nuts. Now we have Sonya also eliminated, and they are looking at kill number 3. They want to go for Johanna. And Rentalk, I mean, he can talk all he wants, but he's not gonna run away from this one. Yeah, so he's down. 11 kills against 4. There's a Junkrat setup. Then whip in the wall. Nicely done. Well done by Oriel. That was a great setup for a kill, and Chen, he didn't know what hit him. Yeah, and if there was any doubt about it, it was a whip. So, now that the next shrine, on the other hand, is up, seems like with the 5 heroes on the map and Johanna coming back now, they're gonna take over. Blue team, that is. For now, the red team actually has the lead. Okay, starting to take it here. Ding, ding, ding. Sonya is coming back in as well. They're trying to go for it. And Arrow is back up. Could hit it any time. Dibbles is a bit isolated. Antar is in trouble. Where's the heal when you need it? Well, it's not ready. He's gonna come back, though. He had the 100 souls that he needed. Same time, we could still see the arrow into the apocalypse. That's still a setup that's possible for them. Barnabia needs to hit the arrow for it to happen, though. They're already poking them down. Good damage output here. And Blessed Shield. They go for Hanzo. Apocalypse. Hanzo is dead. And Oriel too. Trade for trade right there. Looks like they're trying to keep alive. Can Malfurion survive? Indeed he can. On the other side, it is Vala that gets attacked here. Vala trying to get Chen. Can Vala survive? Nope. Not happening. Vala down, and they're chasing also Sonya. She's dead too. They want to go for the 5-man team wipe. And they do. But Chen is dead as well. 5-man wipe. As we have the big push now for the objective. Talking about big pushes, this one should actually be intercepted by someone. Seems like Hanzo is going down up to the top to catch all the experience here, and for good reason. 16 kills against 8. They can even delay this on the last one and wait for Chen, but apparently they don't want to. So with this, all jumping through the middle. Top has been defended. Barnabia got all the experience for the team, and now they can move through the mid lane and take another fort down. Which is going to fall. I mean, that's not really a debate anymore. That one is going to get wrecked for sure. Arrow! Not even close, my friend. Not even close. Narrowly missing. Yeah, but with this, fort still falls. Doesn't really matter. They don't get the kills, but they take this one as well. So, now Johanna is dead too. Johanna dead, 17 kills against 8. Oh boy, the Falcons. They are showing their talents here. Going in and just dropping hero after hero. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, at least Hanzo goes down. He's by now sitting at 40,000 damage. Vala has a bit more with 44k. Now that Dibbles is down, and we see the kill against Malfurion. It seems so that the Octupuses are starting to slowly fight back in this. The Panda didn't have enough. 1v3, no problem. So saves, I guess, Khaldor, and is able to walk away too. Still level 16 gonna be closer for them. But what a game. This entire series has been fun so far. A lot of fighting, a lot of brawling, a lot of non-stop action we've seen between them. And a ton of kills. I mean, that's 29 kills now, and we are only 10 minutes in. We're slowly starting to get to a ratio where we're looking at 3 kills per minute. Okay, so... By the way, I still wait for the 16. Yeah, sorry, but not happening. Whoa! The arrow, but only one gets hit. Dibbles is there too. Oh, they might get it after all. Look at this. They go for the kill, and Diablo is a 16 now. They are murdering. The Panda is down. What the fuck? Johanna is dead. Sonya, the spin to win, but the camp has been taken. Vanapia jumps out, is still alive. And Malfurion gets murdered. Vala, they want to go for the kill, and they get her. The spearman took her down. The Khaldor camp annihilated her. And another 5-man wipe. What a fiesta. Oh my god. I mean, even the Khaldor camp got a kill here. The bloodbath. Unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, you can't blame anybody for fighting at that camp. Initially, it was 2 heroes taking it, 3 invade and said, like, we're gonna get this easy. Then the reinforcements came in. It's just the way that the fight shaped up that was really a bit weird. I mean, again, there's good reason to fight there. But that turned into a total disaster. Holy hell. 3 kills per minute have been reached. Yeah, and now that Diablo has domination, it's gonna be really interesting. Because he's been doing a lot of good work. Antares has done a lot of fun stuff here. That's a kill against Hanzo though. Hanzo is down. Malfurion should fall as well. There's no way that he gets out of this. Not with Condemn coming up in just a second. Nah, there he is. Already slowed. Yeah, he gets wrecked. That's 2 heroes down. Which means that the blue team actually has a chance. Shrine is activating in 7 seconds. That's actually an opportunity to try and get the first Punisher. And then maybe even start a bit of a comeback there. But the game is an insane brawl. I mean, it is just brawly as fuck right now. So that's another attempt. 57,000 damage now from Vala. That's not an attempt. That's a guaranteed Punisher. There's no way they fight into this. It's not that. Yeah, there's nothing happening there. 6 deaths on Johanna. Yeah, over here we still have a camp taken. I don't think they can get Sonya, can they? Well, they try. Yeah, she's starting to retreat. Oh, and the wall's done, but it's not enough. Apocalypse! They need to get out of there. They need to get out of there. They need to get. Oh, the arrow! Ah, and he connects with one. Sonya, Diablo is down. Sonya with a spin to win. Sonya with a spin to fucking win. And that's Chen down too. The stagger deaths, ladies and gentlemen. Top side, camp does some work, but it's not going to be enough. And just look at the blue team catching up here. They're nearly on the same level now than the Falcons. They're nearly there. Oh boy. I think that they should have let it go. They should have just let it go, but they were going for the fight. They tried to get Sonya. And now, we have Chen coming back, soon TM. Dibbles has no stacks anymore, so they're baiting them over. So far, so good. But he needs to get the stacks back, and that's going to be annoying. And over here, they're trying to chase a little bit. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? But Sonya gets the top lane. Yeah, all of a sudden, game's kind of open again. I mean, all of them, yeah, just support. Got a chance now. Half a level until 20. 15 minutes in, we're on 20. Okay, that's another camp taken. Could fight the one on the left side now. Sonya is still moving into the mid lane, I suppose. Down at the bottom of the map, they're taking the camp down. But this is gonna get fun. Yeah. This is gonna get really fun. Okay, so let's have a bit of a look. Over to the top left, there we have another camp taken. That's level 20 talents. If they have a chance to attack with level 20 talents, you know they're gonna take it. Of course they're gonna take it. But situation on the map, your blue team is even ahead. Outside of level 20, blue team is ahead. Flamethrower is now in, Bullseye, alright, pretty much all what you would expect. Serenity, Hellgate, no surprises here. And in structures, blue team is ahead, and once they have level 20, this is true for the entire game. Okay, they're checking out the bushes a little bit. Banabia is making sure that he knows exactly what's happening. And the blue team is just trying to get to their Storm Talons. It's the only objective right now. Get the Storm Talons, then play around it. And there we have it. Storm Talons are in. Strafe upgrade. Also, ignore pain for Sonya. Yeah, more survivability. Always good. And there's a bit of poke. They push out the top lane slightly. Next objective is in the middle of the map. I like it. Okay. What else are we gonna get there? Let's see. The trap is set. Yeah, and Junkrat denies it. There's traps everywhere. Oh! Wall stun, flip, wall stun, double stun. Oh, Sonya. Sonya, as the survivability at this point is nuts. Yeah, barely Hanzo gets away. Arrow! Oh! Get fucked! Holy shit! She got murdered! That arrow! What a kill! What a kill! Yeah, and that's the third one. 3 kills are in, and they're trying to go for number 4. Pocahontas trying to get away with a whip, but that's the end of her. Damn, what a kill there. Yeah, now of course they go for keep. Talking about keeps, this one at the bottom of the map is by the way getting attacked, but I suppose that the red team is not going to stop with the keep. I think they're going to go for core here, aren't they? I mean, why wouldn't they? At this point you're so far ahead. Junkrat gets already pressured back. Doesn't die against the Panda, but this seems like it's going to be the end of it. But holy hell. What a setup there. That was brutal. Yeah, Jojo just picked Indestructible. Maybe a little bit late, girl. Maybe just a little bit too late. I mean, just in case you didn't get the memo, but you're dead already. So now they're going for Junkrat again. He actually survives. Yeah, the save is in, but this is of course going to be the end of it. Yeah, game number 2 ends in favor of the Falcons as well. Fantastic game again. Insane amount of kills. And this is the 2-0 lead for the Falcons in the best of 5 series here in the grand final. Game number 3. Yeah, game number 2 was like a bit... It was exciting. How many kills did we have? I think it was 44 at the end of it. Kind of nuts. Now we're heading into game number 3 and it's Towers of Doom. And, well, let's see. The Falcons with a 2-0 lead. And honestly, it might be a 3-0, but if the third game is anything like the first 2, then I'm even okay with it. Because, let's face it, those games were fun. They were really, really fun. And Banabia, the kill against Sonya. Holy hell. I mean, seriously, that one was crazy. So, let's see what we're gonna get. We have, for now, of course, in bans, I mean, what do we expect? We expect Deathwing to be banned out, we expect Zul to be banned out. Ana, probably gonna be banned too, since she was consistently banned throughout all of these games that we've currently seen here. So that would actually also conclude our ban phase. And, yeah. Towers of Doom is a little bit of a different map, but we also want to look at the globals, of course. Leo is really good for the rotations. You can play the Haka here. Theoretically, I guess Falstad, but we don't really see it all that much. There is, of course, always the chance that one of the teams throws a bit of a curveball. We still have Abathur up there. Samuro plays are possibly here. Azul gets banned, as expected. I guess it will fall to the blue team to ban out Deathwing. Would be surprised if the Falcons ban him, since they have first pick and first ban, so that's that. No, they ban it. Okay. So apparently they don't want to ban play Deathwing either, so they have something else in mind for their first pick here. Fair enough. There's the Ana ban. As expected. Yeah. And now what's going on for the Falcons? What's going to be the first pick? With them banning out Deathwing, I actually expected that they have like a snap pick right there. Li Ming. Banabia on Li Ming this time. Alright. No Hanzo in this game. No. We're gonna go for Li Ming and the resets instead. That kind of terrifies me already a bit because we've seen that previously and it did work. Yeah, it did a lot of work for them. I think in the semifinal it was. So, now Hanzo and Johanna. Jojo again as in the previous game by Ren Talker. And Hanzo gets locked in. Yeah, and let's see. It's kind of fun how they actually consistently ban out Ana. We have seen in Division S in particular and in those playoffs so many Ana with a mage and then just like the nano boost here. Ah, Antares again with Diablo. And we have Malfurion in as well. Yeah, his Diablo plays were pretty sick on Infernal Shrines. So, and he played the hero actually on, I think it was Towers of Doom if I'm not mistaken, in the semifinals. So, I'm kind of excited for that. Has a ton of wall stuns. Really good positioning for him too. But yeah, let's see. Let's see how that works out for them on the third map. Still need another damage dealer, still need the offlaner. And so far we haven't seen any offlaners here either. Yeah, Tracer gets banned. Banabia played a ton of Tracer in the past. So, this is a map for it, and they could switch Li Ming over to Milosh, so that would work. I'm also interested what the offlaners are again. Do we see Malthael, for example, once more? We haven't seen Blaze played, I think, even once here. I think. Okay, Rhaegar gets banned. There's no additional support up. Could theoretically go for the same Vala setup again that they had in the previous map. Not a bad choice here. You would maybe switch from... I mean, you can play multi-shot, but you can also just switch into an arrow build if you want to take it here. Makes it easier to take those pumpkins and also sneak the boss in if you have a chance. Okay, so let's have a look. Leo and Anduin. Okay, Anduin is in. Leo for the rotation. What gets played by the Falcons for the rotation now? That's a bigger question. Yeah, what does Dirty Max play? I mean, personally, I'm really in favor of Blaze in case that hasn't really nobody caught up to that yet. Blaze is just giving a lot to the team. But we've seen Malthael, as we see him here again, so yeah. And now, on the last pick for them, Greymane, also good one. Okay, so, actually Bullet into Last Rites, I mean, not that pattern, but Bullet, maybe Li Ming damage, Last Rites, there's a lot that they can play around now. Good setup for them, really solid setup. Diablo by Antares, very solid as well. And now the last pick for the blue team as we're heading into Towers of Doom, our third map in all of this actually. And off we go. Map 3, final pick. Falstad, global action. They picked the global action and they picked the bird. Let's jump straight in. Towers of Doom, the third map in the best of 5 series here at the Agon League Grand Final. Game on, ladies! Off we go. We got our third game. A 2-0 lead already. The Falcons against the Octupuses right here. On the left side of the map, we are looking at Rentalker on Johanna, the Octa on Falstad, Derong on Hanzo, Lord Evening on Anduin, and Pocahontas on Leo. On the right side of the map, currently looking at Diablo on Antares, and Li Ming on Milosh, or the other way around, Milosh on Li Ming, that's what we have. Lightweight on Malfurion, Dirty Max on Malthael, and Banabia is playing Greymane. Okay, with that, let's check out if the blue team can fight back into this already, or if the Falcons are going to claim a 3-0 victory in the lead and claim the top spot. Crown themselves the champion of the league. Already the split onto 3 lanes from the blue team. And, well, nothing really surprising when it comes to talents. I mean, we still have Wingman on level 1 here for Falstad, so that's going to help him a little bit. We're also looking at Austin's Renewal. As usual, the Brawl at the bottom of the map is there right away. So far, so good. Falstad is currently pushing out the mid lane. Yeah, Falstad is a bit of a weird one. I mean, Falstad offers, of course, a couple of things. Well, first of all, he offers an easy target for Greymane. That's the first thing. The Wolf is always happy with some chicken. But we also have him in a spot where he can control the boss spot a little bit. And he has the global, but I'm a little bit... Oh, the kill! Nice! Nicely done. Awesome. Yeah, Falstad is a bit weird. He's not really played this much anymore lately, just simply because he had a little bit of a surge. But he's fallen off again. He's just squishy, that's his problem. And there's a lot of heroes right now that can try to lock him down and get the direct damage connected. He offers, of course, a lot of map control with this global, a little bit of burst damage with Boomerang, and then with the Mighty Gust you have zone control. So there's definitely a lot of tools that he gives the team that plays him, but he can be a liability too. And against the lineup that we see from the Falcons, I think it's going to be tricky to really, I don't know, get a lot of value out of him. Time will tell, of course, but it could become a bit tricky. Lord Evening, he's going to have his hands full on his Anduin by just simply using the trade and saving targets. It's not going to be easy, I suppose. False is in the middle and Leo's at the top, so they're actually splitting the lineup up. Leo is currently attempting to occupy Malthael for as long as he can, but Greymane has made the rotation into the middle to ensure that the Falcons are not losing any experience either. So there we go. With this, hammer gains. Oh, Malthael actually down at the top. The bird flew in too, and the aspect of death got now deaded. Fawcett, on the other hand, is just like, get me away from that fucking wolf. And... he did it again! He dies, but I call worth. I call absolute worth it. Fantastic kill. Greymane goes down, but he gets the kill against the bird. Nicely done. Yeah, that was totally worth it. Looked like a boss over there. Awesome. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, I gotta say that Fawcett kinda had to see this one coming. Moving behind the gate, I was just waiting for the cocktail the entire time, so it might have been a little bit smarter to just stay in front of the gate, and if he kills you with the auto attack, then you still die. But at least you get the counter kill 100%, but he might have died before you do. Exchange of bell towers, or bell tower shots, exchange of altars, top left, top right, and the bird is just getting murdered here. They're just going for the bird whenever they can. And yes, Barnaby is already looking for more chicken, but all of a sudden Johanna's a little bit far out, so that might be a kill too. They're all low. They're all low. There's the root, there's the kill against Diablo, Leoric. Diablo gets it through together with Malfurion, and now they should be able to get the channel in. Falstad, on the other hand, wants to interrupt that. Needs to be very, very careful now. But Pocahontas is going to be back in a second, but nobody can interrupt Malfurion again, so that's another 4 shots fired. Here we go. Bam. Yeah, 36 against 32. Level 7 talent for all of them. That means Boomerang is now in. Calamity, of course. So that's going to make it a bit easier here for Liming. Trying to participate in the fights, because so far it has been the Greymane show. Pretty much. But yeah. Level 10 will be really, really high, because I want to see how many stacks, especially Malthael, is going to get. Yeah, there's a kill against Anduin. Uh-oh, that's resets. That's body blocking. And that's very likely a dead Johanna. And indeed it is. Li Ming gets the kill, gets the next reset. Ooh, they are getting a huge amount of momentum here. Yeah, it's just fights that you can force because the opponent has a hero in the middle and one at the top. And with Greymane on structures, you always know how that goes. Especially since the pumpkins are moving in. This one is taken. This one is claimed. Yeah, all 3 pumpkins were actually used for it. That's a little bit odd. Seemed like 2 were more than enough. But that's a very early bell tower conversion. Holy hell. Before the 5-minute mark. That's not something that you see all that often. Usually it's reclaimed quickly when it's taken this early. But let's just see how this is going to work out. I mean, for now, we have 2 altars, of course, spawning. One of them, the bottom one, is pretty much a forfeit from the perspective of the blue team, because you can't access it. You can only access it from the top, and then you have no fallback option. And with level 10 in, red team should get both. And we get exactly the ults that we expected. No bullet, though. No bullet. Instead, we have... Oh, yeah. Careful, birdie. Careful. Yeah, no bullet, but instead they go for the throat. But that should be 10 shots fired. Which would put... Oh, Hanzo dead! And the kill against Greymane. Yeah, at least the counter kill, but if you give Greymane an opportunity, he's gonna get that. He's gonna go for it. Yeah, 5 shots fired already. Diablo is currently going for the middle, trying to get the next one set up. Blue team also interested in reclaiming the bell tower, which is likely going to happen sooner rather than later. But that's also a very big lead now. 22 against 36 points. Level 10 is finally there. They're still fighting. There's no minion wave for the blue team. Arrow. Oh, the triple connect. And that's kills. Blessed Shield as a follow-up. Down goes Malfurion. Diablo gets attacked. Milo's trying to move away here. Dibbles gets rolled. And that's another kill. Milo's just not going to survive this. Nope. Mace to the face. And he is dead as well. 6 kills against 6 all of a sudden. Bell tower got reclaimed. And off we go. Yeah, here we go. Dirty Max and Barnabia. Fawcett is flying topside, trying to make his play there. Actually has apparently Wingman ready. Yep, and gets this easily. Just before Malthael comes in. Second earlier, maybe 2, and he would have been able to steal this away. But yeah, blue team has a bit of momentum now. Well deserved as well. Gets the momentum and starts to push again the bottom of the map right away. So... I mean, they don't really get to the wall or anything, but it's even again. It's 12 versus 12. There's obviously still the big lead in points on the core, but outside of that, fairly even. Uh-oh, attempt with Gust after Entomb. That backfired, and the bird goes down immediately, getting punished. Lightweight. Oh, the arrow. Ah, he still gets away. Still gets away, and the fight is not looking good, especially now that we're having Malthael come into. That's a kill. Nicely done. And that's a double. Leo down. That's a triple. That's a quad kill. And they go for the team wipe. They might. They try. But Anduin does what he does best. Run away. Yes. And no, he's still gonna fall. He's still dying, and they go for the bell tower again. They drop Broccoli to soak some of the shots so they can get some extra damage in, but I don't think they can get it right now. I mean, the minion wave is still too far out. There is still an altar up, so they can at least take that. Dibbles, is he actually gonna die? No. Leo is still alright. But yeah, there's the channel. Milo's just gonna get it. He doesn't have any mana left either, so you don't really want to take a fight there. But that's another 4 shots fired, and that's now 18 points on the core. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. I mean, the blue team's strategy was to just go for Tomb and Gust isolation, and they didn't get it because the Entomb missed. So Falstad therefore more or less helped the opponent's team by pushing them out. Not his fault. It was just an unfortunate circumstance. But yeah, Leo dies again. Mad momentum to take him apart. And off we go. Another fight down here. Yeah, they could try and force it, but they're actually falling back at least for now. That's 12 kills against 7. And here we go. Leo is waiting in the middle of the map to respawn, so he can experience there. 13 talents are ready for both teams, but they're obviously already working down at the bottom of the map. Barnaby gets a little bit of extra damage in. Can't really make any big plays here, I would hope so at least. Normally in a 4 versus 4 just around the bell tower you can't do a whole lot, but it's already at 50% HP, so if there is another fight, they will this time get it. Oh, Greymane, and the kill attempt, but he's alive. Greymane is alive. Oh, well, is he? There's the Entomb. He's trying to get out. Barnaby on the run, and he gets wrecked. Nice. Yeah, the much hated Greymane. The entire time was pretty much dropping them, but now at least they got the kill. Oh, careful, my friend. Yeah, tries to go over there, jumps in. They might be able to win this after all. No, Apocalypse! They go in. Oh, Hanzo was nearly dead. The bird, and he's dead again. There's the last rites. You gotta feel sorry for the birdie here. The focus on him is just a little bit too much. Li Ming wants to kill, has no mana, and goes down. But I think we're still gonna see some players on the blue team fall regardless. And yes, Johanna's the first one. This series, seriously. 3 against 4 on the map now with Greymane just now coming back, but this series is getting bonkers. 28,000 damage against 36k. Yeah, there's another Entomb. I don't really think he's gonna do anything for him though. And also keep in mind that we now have a few more stacks for Malthael, so sooner rather than later he's gonna get something out of this. Light Bomb comes in, over there they go for Leoric, take him down. Arrow comes down here at the bottom of the map. Yeah, that's another kill against Hanzo. Yes, and he dies too. And still Diablo's isolated. What a game. The channel is happening though. So despite the fact that Antares is likely gonna fall here, the channel is happening. Yeah, he's gonna die, has the souls, he's gonna come back. And now we have 14 points against 36 on the core, and they have level 16. Yeah, so at this point, we are looking at Dibbles pretty much with his unleashed potential. Because, again, domination on level 16 is pretty nuts, and he has already proven that he can one-shot people pretty easily. So, yeah. And off we go. Full-on aggression again as usual. This time a bit of control there at the bottom, at the top. Diablo's actually sitting tight now, helping out with this too. Trying to control the lane, and yeah, the camp is taken, but Leo alone won't be able to do anything about it. Are they really? Yeah, they are. They see the opponent at the bottom of the map, and apparently they're going to try and go for the boss. I mean, why not? The problem is that they might lose the bottom bell tower because of that, and I'm not really sure that's a trade that's really worth it. That bottom bell tower is likely going to be taken, so they take the boss. I like that. What is he doing? Wait, what? What the fuck just happened? Is he AFK? I mean, that's a report right there. It's a quick pause. I have no idea what exactly is happening here, but I can guarantee you that that was not really intended. I honestly think he maybe misclicked on the minimap or something, that he needed to go AFK for a second or two, misclicked on the minimap and accidentally hit that spot. He probably wanted to move down to the bottom right and just barely clicked on the minimap instead and now moved towards that point, but that was not intentional. Now, he's gonna die, and that's not the only thing. So while he dies, the bottom bell tower has also been reclaimed, and of course, that, again, is it really worth it? You lose... I mean, you take the boss, right? You get the 4 points against your opponent. So you drop them down to 10 points on the core. But at the same time that you make that play, they take their bell tower. So you kind of have to retake this as quickly as you can. And the question just remains, can the blue team hold onto it? Because if they do hold onto it, then you are in a world of pain. Then you're in real trouble. Because the bot lane is the most important one, since the camps that you can take over here and over there to the left side will move straight through the bottom and try to just fire here in the death zones the extra shots against the core. So that's why a lot of teams can actually come back on Towers of Doom, because they establish bot lane control at the later stages of the game. And that helps them then to just simply dominate the map from there on out. So despite the fact that we have still 36 points on the red team's core, that can backfire if you lose control completely. And in experience, as you can tell, the two teams aren't really that far away from each other. There's a small lead in XP, and once that we have Greymane at the top destroyed, that could very well be negated completely. Now, in terms of damage, just to put that out again, we're looking at 32,000 for Greymane. I mean, he is really killing it. But also, as usual, he has 5 deaths against him. So Barnaby, as you can tell, he definitely knows how to play the game, but he's also playing a little bit more loose, like you normally want to from your damage dealer. So he's totally fine dying in one of these situations if he gets a trade against it. And he's going to die for the 6th time right now. Then at the same time, he makes some crazy plays and has done so throughout the entire series, including, of course, his Hanzo plays and the performance on the range damage dealer. But the setup that it leaves them in now that the kill has happened is a triple altar phase against them. I say against them because they are behind in bell towers and they're hero down. So with now also the camp here claimed, this is exactly the situation that I talked about. We're going to see the push over here down there, and likely we're going to see 10 points now fall on the Falcons core. 2 altars is the minimum we need to get at this point. And as I said, that's 10 points. 3 are going to be fired over here. Falstad is already at the bottom of the map. Someone needs to deal with this. Nobody does. That's another 3 shots fired. There's a quick kill against Leo. That's an extra stack for Malthair, so that's at least something. But now we have single digits on the core of the Octupuses and 26 on the opponent. Another shots get fired. That's 23 because of the pumpkins that made it through the bottom of the map. So 70 kills against 12, even experience, and still bot lane control. That's where Greymane comes into play. Oh, Diablo again with a play attempt, but this time he actually got stunned out, so that backfired, and he actually dies on top of that. Yeah, they went into the 4 versus 4 over here, and it didn't work out for them. Oh, the geometry misses. He misses, but Li Ming dies instead. Now Greymane at least uses the time as much as he can to get the bell tower under control again. Hasn't quite worked out, but this is starting to become a weird game. This is really starting to become a very, very weird game here. Falstad! The kill! No. No. Yeah, good gust attempt. I mean, the idea was there. But be careful. There's the blessed shield and he's dead. Yeah, they're staggering deaths now. They're staggering deaths like crazy. And in the middle of the map, you can already tell that bell tower is soon going to be taken too. They could lose this now. They could definitely lose this. Yeah, there's another attack against... Leo nearly died, by the way. But they could lose the game now. This is getting problematic. They're behind in experience. They're behind in bell towers. There's a double altar on the map now. There's 7 points, though. 7 points for the blue team. But they get another bell tower. And now it's... like, even if the red team channels one, it's only 2 points off the core. So... yeah, like, I don't know, but this is getting nuts. I think they might have kind of misplayed this a little bit. They're trying to reclaim the bell tower at the bottom of the map. I get that. Take it as quickly as you can. Maybe you can get it before the channel. Not really. No. Yeah, that is 12 points of the core. Bam! 11 against 7. All of a sudden, we're even again. More or less. This is exactly the problem. Now, they're going to reclaim the one in the middle now as well, which means it's going to be 4 bell towers against 4 bell towers again. Level 20 talents are ready for both teams now, so that's also good. But it is totally even again in this game. So, yeah, level 20 talents come in. Greymane hasn't made a choice yet, neither has Johanna. She picked earlier on, she picked Indestructible after she died. Hunter's Blunderbuss is the talent. And, yeah, now it comes down to the kills again. The pumpkins have been taken by both teams. Damage output, to give you guys a bit of an idea. 38,000 against 49,000. Falls set at 32. 7 deaths on Greymane. And here's the question. Here's the fight. Can they take it? Milosh on his Li Ming, trying to make the play. Yeah, to get a good combo off after Diablo sets him up. That's all that he needs to do. But off we go. Over here, yeah, Leo is in trouble again. Keep the last rights in mind. He already has 3 stacks. Oh, the Apocalypse. Only Zoni. No, actually, it's done against at least Anduin. There's the Buried Alive. And Malfurion didn't get caught and is actually saving them for now. Last rights and the kill against Leo. That's stack number 4, but they're all low. They're all low. Li Ming. Reset, baby. Oh, Dibbles down. Dibbles down. No resets for Li Ming. And the altar at the bottom of the map. And Malthael is dead too. Can, of course, revive himself and does so immediately. But they are all moving down to the bottom of the map. Altar is spawning in 5. It's a 4 versus 4 on the map. Diablo is not back yet. 77 stacks for him. Up at the top, Malthael, he's back to business, but he needs to be careful. 18 seconds and still he has it back. Down here, the fight attempt. Combo misses. Milosh in trouble. And he's down to... Guys, it looks like they're going to lose this one. Yeah, Leo is back in just a second, and there's another kill. Greymane is dead. The damage dealers are gone. All of a sudden, the momentum swing in the hands of the blue team. They come in again. There's the Buried Alive, and it's a 5-man wipe. 5-man team wipe, and they are going for it. Honestly, I don't even know why they bother with this. Ah, sorry. My bad. Misread the points. Yeah, they need this one. So, yeah, they need this one. Then they can get the boss. They can get maybe even a second one. Forcer could, for example, fly down. Diablo, of course, is back. So they're trying to get all of the bell towers, apparently. Nobody's going for the bottom altar. Forcer can always fly down and try and take it. So if they get this one, it's still not enough. They need to get all, pretty much. So yeah, Diablo, where is he going to go? Is he going to go for the altar? Is he going to try for the channel? If he does it, he will deny it. But that's all that he can do. Okay, they go for the boss now. They're really trying to race this as quickly as they can. Yeah, Falstad, is he flying? He's not flying yet. He's not flying yet, and that's a completed channel. Alright, that's a problem. Yep, that's a big problem. Can he get the kill, though? One stun, and second stun. Careful, bro. And he's dead. Antares, you fucking monster. Oh my god, comes down and dies. Now they have to reclaim the bell tower down here, or the barrage is starting. It's not over yet. Arrow, big arrow. They dodge it? Yeah, they dodge it. Okay, the barrage is starting. All of them are taken. How many shots? 1 shot fired, not more. 1 shot gets fired. 5 against 6 points on the core now. 5 against 6 points. What a game. What a game. What a series. 40 kills at this point. Okay. He didn't take it. He didn't take it before he was flying. I didn't even realize. Okay, they retake this too. Guys, if they get the pumpkins through, it's over. Just saying. If they get the pumpkins through, it's over. Li Ming is topside though. Li Ming is trying to delay the pumpkins over here. 5 against 6 points. What a game. Falstad is back. If he can fly behind them and gust, then he can gust them into the death zone. Li Ming is on the way. Double altar is up. If one team gets both, it's over. If one team gets both of them, it is GG. And the bottom one is pretty much inaccessible to the blue team. The next team fight is going to totally... Oh, careful. Jojo. Yeah, Dibbles in the back. And the Entomb, the Buried Alive, it misses. The Apoc doesn't. Anduin is dead. Malthael is dead too, but he should be able to come back. He's back already. Antares jumps out. Barely, but he does. Li Ming wants the reset. Malfurion is down. Oh, Li Ming went to the bottom. They get the kill against Hanzo. Diablo's dead too. The channel. Li Ming gets the bot lane channel. Li Ming gets the bot lane channel, and he dies as well. Alright. That is 1 point on the fucking core. Li Ming looking for the reset, looking for the interrupt. Greymane, careful, the bird, the bird! Oh, Diablo gets the kill. What a fucking game. Oh, they're going again. Milosh, Milosh. Oh my god. Maze to the face. He gets slowed. Oh, Johanna got killed by Antares. And that's game. That's game. He gets the shuttle through. That's game over here. Leo is dead as well. What a game. What a series. The Falcons, the champion of the Agon League. GG as they take it with a 3-0. Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.